Hi, my name is Natalie Leana. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I thought, who better than to record the story time with than my best friend? Normally, I feel like you tell your best friends everything, but I feel like this story was so whack and it was just terrible that I tried to just delete it from my memory, and I have not gone back to that place and thought about this in a really long time. So I got my best friend and I decided to tell him about the first 10 or so days of me moving to Los Angeles and what happened. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm so official.
They just let me know.
Can I make it so that we're equal in this? How do I make that? How do I do it on mine?
Are you like big or are you like small?
I'm small because it says view at the top. Wait. Oh, I got it.
That's way too much. I look like a Bond villain. Wait. See? Look at.
You're like in prison. No, it's recording.
It is recording? Oh my
God.
Reporting to you live from scenic Detroit. The beautiful vistas and white sand beaches.
I gotta show you this picture, as a matter of fact. I booked my flight home, right?
Flint. One booking.
Look at that.
Oh my God, that's wait a minute. Wait, is that like
That's Expedia's picture for Flint.
I couldn't have found anything in Flint? Any other street. To be fair, that's what most of Flint looks like.
Noah will book his stuff into Kansas City and it'll look all nice and pretty. And I book anything into Detroit or Flint and that's what I get.
In Kansas City, it's like, you know, all their Super Bowl rings and, you know.
I went to Kansas, actually.
Here we go.
Segue. On my way to LA, driving.
I forget you drove. That's insane.
Yes, I drove.
Yeah.
I drove from Michigan to LA. And, like, I saw an alpaca farm.
An alpaca farm
Yeah.
in Kansas.
And then all they had going for them were like these Wizard of Oz signs everywhere. And so I was like, I could live here. Like if shit
Okay.
hits the fan in LA.
Has shit not hit the fan in LA? That's all I hear about is just fans full of shit in LA. You're telling me that there's more shit to come?
There's more shit to come. The most shit happened in the first 10 days of me moving there. And I don't think
you just keep cycling back. You're a pro, dude. This is your first story time?
This is my first story time.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It's like the worst 10 days I've probably ever had in my entire life. I don't think I ever told you about them. I think that I tried so hard to forget that this happened. Yeah. Like, have I even told you ever anything that it happened?
I don't believe so. You're just like, damn, shit's crazy here. And that's all I heard from you. You were just Bravo 6 going dark, you know? I didn't hear shit. And then I went back to my pile of money and, you know, forgot all about it. So you went through Kansas on your way to LA. You went on this great road journey. You saw some alpacas. You saw a bunch of Wizard of Oz stuff. Just got mentioned in a movie 70 years ago and they're just running with it.
I feel like everything was going swimmingly until we got to Texas. Or like
yeah, that checks out. You could just stop it right there and I'd completely understand.
We got to Texas and there was a ghost town. It was really freaky. And I wanted to go, but like the roomie did not. She like wanted to take pictures. I was like, we need to get the fuck out of here because I'm about to like catch a curse or some shit.
About to be part of a Scooby-Doo mystery.
No, for sure. Immediately after the first thing that happened.
Yeah.
I got a speeding ticket.
See, it's already following you.
I got like an Indeed notification for like a job, so I'm gonna hurry and get to LA. I had to go to this open interview because I did not have a job getting there.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I did that, and they said that they would call me back on Monday. This was over the weekend. They said they would call me back on Monday. So we stayed in a hotel for the night, and then the next day, we were able to check into our Airbnb, which is about 4 p.m. We got over there a little bit early. We asked to check in, and they told us no. Right, so we were like, we need to go grocery shopping. We got to get some stuff. So I booked in downtown LA. First of all, it was across from the strip club.
Oh my God, Natalie, what the?
So we're getting some groceries, and it's about to hit 4 o'clock. So I'm like, cool.
Yep.
What's the code to get in? You know, what's the door code? And they're like, yeah, we're not ready yet. And I was like, okay. They're like, the last person trashed it. We need extra time to clean.
Mm.
All right, cool, whatever.
All right.
So we were chilling in this parking lot of the grocery store. And then like 5 p.m. rolls around, 6 p.m. And I'm like, are you guys
Wow.
ready?
You're
Like,
taking your time, man.
no, we're still not ready. I was like, okay, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. rolls around. It's getting dark and we're in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like getting a little sketched out. 11:45 p.m.
Oh God.
that we were able to finally check in. And then she was like, okay, we're leaving. The key, here's the code. Here's the key to get into the lockbox to get
Yeah.
your key and everything and like get in. And then they were supposed to give us like our pass and stuff to like park because we paid them an extra $200 to have a parking spot for the month. We had nowhere to park because they didn't give it to us. So then we had to like swindle with is that the right word? Like swindle with the guys at the strip club.
It's not the right word, but it's funny you used it like that.
I tried.
Yeah, it's a big swing for you. I'm proud. You'll get it next time. Just keep using it. But, so yeah, you haggled with them a bit, you know?
There, that's the word.
Yeah.
I haggled with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I want to know how you were able to get this spot? Like, is that like is that a story that's only going to come out in your memoir in like 20 years?
How I was able to get this spot?
Yeah. What was the final deal there?
No, I paid him $40.
Oh. Wow.
The next part, this is okay, we're waking up. This is day 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to contact these people to get my goddamn parking spot.
Yeah.
Not happening. So I go outside and I'm calling my grandma. And this part freaking sucked. And it was so scary. But there was a guy who was catcalling me at 10 in the morning.
Early bird gets the worm, you know what I mean?
I know. Like I was looking
Yeah.
rough.
He saw the potential.
I guess
Like, that's a star. But right now, inappropriate. Disgusting.
He comes over to me and he like grabs me.
What?
Yeah, and he like tries to take me.
Hmm.
So I didn't know what to do, so I ran out in the middle of traffic.
The,
What do you do?
that should be your caption for the story time. You know, you cut back to get the audience engaged. I didn't know what to do, so I ran into traffic. Maybe we get a reaction shot, you know, to the No, she didn't.
Hey, you gotta be like, and then I'll be like, 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Whoa, my God, I'm in another
Oh my
room.
God. No way.
How'd we do that? That's
I
crazy.
don't know.
Anyway, so you ran into traffic.
That's why I ran into the middle of the traffic. Because
That's where we left off.
there were people though. There were, you know, I just wanted to be in front of people. Finally, after I near committed suicide, he was
Day
like,
2.
he was like, all right, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Left, and I just booked it. By the way, my grandma was like on the phone and I just had her muted that whole time. And I didn't want her to think anything was wrong, so I just went back inside and I was like, hey grandma, sorry, like dropped my phone. Anyway. And
So she doesn't even know about this then.
No.
Hi,
Sorry,
Grandma.
Grandma.
Sorry, this is the first time you're hearing about this traumatic event. This is day 2 of what you said is like 10 days from hell.
Yeah. I met this guy on Tinder.
Okay.
So I like went to his place, but by the time I had gotten home, it was kind of late. And I want to say this was like on a Sunday. So Deja Vu was closed. These people still hadn't gotten me a parking pass. I had like nowhere to park. My roommate's friend had come and said, just park here on the street. And I was like, it says not to park there. And he was like, just park there.
This can only end well.
Worst comes to worst, you get a ticket, but like it's fine. And then the next morning, I went to go to the store and my car was gone.
I was about to say, car's gone, huh?
It was just gone. And I've like, never gotten my car towed. So I'm like trying to call everyone and figure out like, and no one could find my car. It was the great part. Like I called the number on the thing and they were like, yeah, we don't have your car. And I was like, okay. They were like, call this one. Call this, you know.
Yeah.
place for your car. No. It took like 3 people, and I ended up having to call like the city of Los Angeles or some shit to be like, where is my car? Like,
Dude, where's my car?
dude,
This is
where's
the
my
plot
car?
of a movie.
So I had to deal with that, and the entire day I had to spend paying $600 to get my car out. And then by the time I got home, I still had no place to park. So I had to pay the guy another $40 in order
The
to
bouncer at Deja Vu is just probably just counting his money. He's like, I hope this chick never gets her parking spot, man.
little tidbit, that job from the beginning, yeah, they
Yeah.
never covered that. I was very stressed, and I was
Yeah.
like, I just need a bar with alcohol. So I went into Deja Vu.
Here we go. Yeah, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Lay it on me. Something stupid's about to happen. I can feel it.
I asked if they were hiring, and then they were like, the boss is here, you want to go in? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go in. Interview right on the spot. I'm still Facebook friends with her. She's fantastic.
For all the people at home watching and listening here, this is what happens when Natalie has a bad day. Like one bad day completely folds. Like goes completely off the cliff
I
into
was a
half bad
bartender.
days.
No, I
Yeah.
was a bartender.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also
At
worked.
Deja Vu?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
gonna be a bartender at Deja Vu?
Yes, I was a bartender at Deja Vu. I got the job on the spot.
Oh my God, I completely so I recall you saying that you worked at a Deja Vu. I totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
Maybe my mind just blanked it and I'm like, that's not
You were like, I don't want to think about that.
that's not real. Just went right in. We could do a part 2. Stay tuned. Is Natalie become a stripper?
So yeah, I got a job at Deja Vu.
Jumping right into it.
Jumping right into it. She was like, can you come back at midnight and work? And I was like, yeah. So I worked 12 to like 5 a.m. It was crazy. Yeah, but the next day I decided to go like see LA because I have not left my street other than to go
Yeah.
get my car.
Just hanging around Skid Row.
Literally, just like beep boop bopping around. We went to Hollywood to go to Runyon. Runyon's like a super popular like hiking trail. But you know how in Thailand I got bit by those mosquitoes? And then I got
Yeah.
like an allergy shot because like I'm allergic to mosquitoes. The next day I like had bites all over me. And so I was like we went to Runyon and I
Yeah.
got all of these like mosquito bites. And they started to get like way worse, significantly worse than they even did in Thailand. One ended up swelling all the way, like the size of a tennis ball on my hand. I like called my mom. I was like, this is getting really bad. Like once my arm looked like this, she was like, you need
Like,
to.
oh my God, bro.
So I ended up having to go to the hospital, and my insurance only covered in Michigan.
I'm
So there
sorry.
was another I know. So there was another $400. And then the doctor was like, that's not a mosquito bite. I decided the night of Runyon, I was sleeping on the couch. I'm an idiot. Turns out it pulls out into a bed. So I was like, oh. After a week, I realized my couch turned out to
You
a bed.
slept on a couch for a week and didn't realize that it pulled out to a bed.
Up to a bed, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, the joke's on me because those bites were bed bug bites.
Oh my God. We had this issue in Thailand.
Except for this time, they were actually bed bugs.
Yeah, those dust mites in Thailand. No.
I ended up going to the hospital, getting a shot, and then I had to sleep in the bathtub. Because I tried to sleep in the bed with my roommate, and then I got like 10 minutes in, one bit my foot, and my foot swelled up. The thing is that some people, turns out, don't have a reaction to bed bug bites, so she didn't, because she didn't get a reaction at all. So I had to go to Airbnb because I was like, I literally cannot stay here. We're gonna have to stay in a hotel or something, and we're gonna have to get our money back for this month's in order, because we only stayed there. At this point, we only stayed there for like 7 days. There's no refunds in Airbnb, but I feel like for this, there should probably be some sort of a refund.
I've had to deal with something like this. It was like the owner has to like issue it or something. It's kind of shit.
Yeah, and they refused.
They had bed bugs. They wouldn't let you move in when they said like, that's such shit, man.
I know. And like half the appliances didn't work. At this point, I went to Airbnb because they wouldn't give me the money back, and all day long, back and forth between Airbnb, like, is this gonna happen? Are we gonna get our money?
Yeah.
It's like 8 p.m. and this guy's like, "Hey, my shift ends at 8:30, but if you can get out by 10 p.m. tonight, you get your refund back." It's like about to be 8:30. Like he's about to get off.
Yeah.
He's like, "So you have like an hour and a half to move out, and I'm not going to be here to tell you whether or not it worked, but it should work." I was like, "All right, Brooke, like get your shit, let's go." Mind you,
Yeah.
we live on the fourth floor. So we had to like, she's like at the bottom on the first floor, and I'm on the fourth floor, and I'm throwing things into the elevator, pushing the button, and just hoping it
Oh,
makes it
yeah.
down to the first floor. And then she's taking it and then running it to the front. We didn't get out quite by 10. We texted them that we were done by 10, but we got out at like 10:30. And they're like, also, you have to get a hotel for 3 days. You cannot get an Airbnb because you have bed bugs. So you're nasty. So de-rid your bed bugs. We were gonna have to stay in the hotel for 3 to 10 days because they were like it could process 1 to 10 days for
Yeah.
your fund. This is a nightmare. So
One
we
to 10 days is kind of a range there.
yeah, I
Was it
know.
business days too? That's what they said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2 weeks, bro. That
I
sucks.
We have all of our stuff in the lobby at this point. My car, I don't know if I ever ended up telling you, but like that day they ended up giving me a pass. So I ended up getting this really sketchy parking spot down
Mhm.
the road. I was like, oh my God, it's night and there's homeless. And that one guy touched me. I was like, I don't want to go
Yeah.
down the road and get my car. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just do it. So I run down there and the gate is closed and my car is locked inside and all of my stuff is sitting in a lobby and I have no way of putting it back in the apartment. And I was like, I can't get this car out. What the do I do? I'm gonna have to pull an all-nighter and sit in the lobby with my stuff.
You're right. It somehow did get worse.
I was like, okay, Brooke, you need to go down there and figure it out because I
Yeah.
cannot right now. I was like, I
Yeah.
have no idea what to do. So she goes down there. She ended up running into someone who also needed their car out. I don't know what they did.
This is the second time you've been put between an obstacle in your car.
I know. And the car was very important because the car was all I had. I didn't
Right.
have any friends or family out there. I did not have like an apartment yet. Like my
Mhm.
car was all that was mine. If something happened and I needed to go back to Michigan, my
Yeah.
car was going to be the thing. So then all of a sudden I'm like watching the stuff and then I see Brooke just whip the car around, pull in, and she's like, "Get in, let's go." At this point, we have now like bought more stuff than what we came here with. So we're like
Yeah.
trying to pack every last little thing into the car. We
And
got
yeah.
the hotel for 3 days, which so then we get to the hotel, right? There was heroin needles in my room in the hotel. What I get bed bugs in the
Yeah.
Airbnb, heroin needles in the hotel. I was like, I just want a bed. Luckily for the next day, we had gotten a refund within a couple days. That was my story time of the first.
Wow.
I think my parents thought I was coming back, so.
Yeah, I was not expecting that shit. I'm stunned you haven't told me about that.
I
But
know. I think that I like put it so back in my memory that I never wanted to think about that again. When I was doing the story time telling it, I was like, this would be 10 times better if I told it to my best friend because I
yeah,
don't know if I've ever heard this.
that's I was thinking that too. You're telling if you're telling the story aloud and then you're like, man, what if I just had someone being really mean to me the whole time? Like that's what this is missing. I'm having too good of a time, having too much fun. Let's just call someone up and have them berate me for like an hour and a half. Your life's too good, Natalie. You need someone to put you in your place. You need to relive that 10 days. That was what a roller coaster, dude. Like I definitely have mad respect for you because I think at what point I would have folded because there's a few. Working a midnight to 5 shift at a strip club because I basically just got in weight of the world put on me. I probably would have turned coat right there. Bed bugs, oof. Keep your finger on the pulse. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit the little bell. See, I got this. I already got this.
Thanks for doing my job for me.
You're welcome.